Pinterest has a certain aesthetic which on the surface of it seems really cool and organized and pretty. But I have noticed something about these photos on Pinterest. There are products that you see a lot on Pinterest and different brands. So I'm thinking of brands like Gisou, Sol de Janeiro, The Glow Recipe, Glossier, Necessaire, Nux, The Ordinary, Pixie, Rare Beauty. I'm not saying anything bad about these products. I have quite a few of these and I really like them. But the thing about these photos that you often see on Pinterest is when you zoom in to these like well-organized like vanity or bathroom counters, a lot of the products are still full. So it seems like people are buying these just for the aesthetic or for the packaging or to have like a bathroom vanity that looks a certain way, as opposed to buying a product for the product itself, right? Which is, I would have thought the reason to buy something is you want like a hair oil that's gonna make your hair really glossy if that's what you want. Okay, so why is then this product sat on your vanity and it's completely full? And I understand that maybe this is something that they've just bought and you're excited about it, so you take a photo of it, but it seems like a lot of these products are full. And when I look at my vanity, yes, I have been buying things recently, so there are things that are still quite full, but there are also things which are nearly empty because I use them really often. These are products that I love and use maybe not every day, but certainly multiple times a week. And that's the point of these things, right? You buy them to use them, but it seems like a lot of the time people are buying them for the packaging. And I understand because some of these products are packaged really nicely. You know, the Gisou lip oils in this like swirly glass tube. I have one of these, right? And I actually do really like the watermelon one. In this video, we're talking about why you should stop using Pinterest, or at least just become a bit more aware or intentional when you use Pinterest, instead of just scrolling mindlessly and absorbing everything, because this has happened to me. So I just wanted to highlight some of the things I've been noticing to help you be a bit more mindful when you use Pinterest as well. And I thought I was quite aware of these things, but maybe I'm more susceptible because I am definitely a skincare person. Like, I had really bad skin growing up, but now in comparison my skin is really good. I know a lot of people wouldn't say it's good, but to me, compared to my younger self, it's perfect. And so I love using different skincare products. I have always, like, even when I was younger, I remember getting like Soap and Glory products with my friends because that's what we could afford. And now I do have a bit more disposable income. Like, I still am trying to save, but there have been things that I've bought that I enjoy, and this is what I enjoy spending money on. Same with makeup. Like, I don't go overboard, but I do certainly have more things than I maybe need at the moment, and so I'm pausing. But like, everyone has different things that they like to spend their money on, right? I was just looking through these photos and some of these products I have, and so I'm looking at them and I'm like, why aren't you using this? Or like this one, they have 3 Sol de Janeiro sprays. Actually, it's quite hard to tell because the photo is quite blurry. I have 2 of these, but you can see one of them is nearly empty and the other one is actually my second one of this. So I've already used one up. I use these a lot and I love them. Ones where people are buying things just because it's all like matching pink. And I've seen videos of people do this as well. And I'm like, okay. But like, a lot of the things I'm buying are because I specifically want the benefits of that product, right? Like, I remember seeing someone talk about The Ordinary niacinamide and zinc serum, and you can see I have nearly finished this because to me it was game changing. I was watching this video and this girl was saying how she used this serum because so many people were talking about it and then it was breaking her out really bad. But I looked at her skin, and I know online, you know, people can use filters. We need to be aware that online is not real. But I looked at her and I was like, I don't think this product is for you. You look like you have very nice skin already. I think she's like 18. So either at that age, you have skin which is like clear, or you have skin which is really like loads of spots. And I had loads of spots. So then maybe if I tried the niacinamide serum, it would have worked. I don't know. But basically, it seems like there are some people, you end up buying things because other people are buying them, or you see it like on someone's organized thing on Pinterest and you're like, oh yeah, I want to try that. But it's like, hang on, does this actually suit your skin? And also, once you get it, are you using it as directed? So I bought this and I introduced it very slowly because I was like, I've never used any of the Ordinary products, and I looked online and it said, introduce these slowly. So the first week I used it once in the whole week, because you can use it morning and evening as well. I just used it once. The second week I used it once. The third week I used it a couple of times, 3 or 4. Gradually it got to the point where I was using the thing every day, and sometimes I can use it twice a day and it doesn't break my skin out at all. I find it's really good for my pores here. And now I also use this Bioma clarifying serum that my sister got me for Christmas because she loves it, and I too love it for different reasons. So I'm not using the ordinary one every day anymore, but like I could use it every day. I'd got my skin used to it. But yeah, if you started using that morning and evening, as it says you can do on the package, I think it probably would cause a reaction. The first time I used it, it was a bit like, not irritated. My skin was just like tingling a bit. And I only used a little bit as well, right? You've got to think about the things that you're buying. And I know this is maybe so basic. You know, why are you buying a hair oil if there's not really a problem with your hair, right? Like it's one thing to like treat yourself to something nice, but it's another thing to be like, okay, is this actually formulated for your specific hair type or for your skin type? Like, why are you buying this super hydrating moisturizer, like the Tatcha moisturizer? Why are you buying that if you actually have combination or oily skin? You will see that this is better for dry skin types, right? I just feel like because image is so important online, like the way things look is more important than the way things actually are. And so we can get caught up in buying things just for the look of them. But it's like, hang on, do I actually need it? Like, is this for me? And also, do I actually need this, or do I have another product which already fulfills the same purpose? I think the other thing I've noticed, it started when I saw this photo, because I do have a friends board which I save lots of different outfit photos to. This was recommended, came up in my feed. I saw it, was like, cool, immediately went to the MAC website, put it in my basket, and then was like, pause, what just happened? Like, I saw something and was immediately like, I must buy this. And I was like, stop, we can come back to this. Like, yeah, okay, maybe it will be out of stock or whatever, but clearly this is an ongoing shade if they've used it in 1990s, 2000s of making of Friends. Like, this is clearly a shade that's been around for a long time. Yeah, sure, they do tend to discontinue things, but like, this does not have to happen immediately. And this is one of the things I mentioned in my video about how to stop buying things. So I will link that if you want to watch. But just like, pause, we're not in a rush. There's not like some big sale going on where everyone is buying the products. It's literally a full price product, pause. I mean, this doesn't happen all the time, but just the fact that it was quite automatic or quite easy for me to see one thing, be like, cool, that applies to me, I would quite like that, and then go to the website to buy the thing. I was like, where is my awareness, or like, what is my thought process? Why was that so automatic? Because then I start looking, once I start thinking rationally, when I'm like, pause, we can come back to this, we don't have to buy it immediately. I start thinking, how many lipsticks or lip products do I have? Okay, I've got one MAC lipstick, but I've got like a brown lip butter and I've got a dark red lipstick. Do I need this MAC lipstick in Paramount? No. Would it be nice to have? Yeah, but I don't need to buy it. I thought because I had been using an ad blocker on Pinterest, so all of the ads had been blocked, I thought that that was okay, but like even this thing where it was calling out a specific product, or like we were talking about with all of these organizers where you see this brand and you're like, oh, what is that? It's just trying to sell you things. And even if the creators, even if like I took a photo and posted it, my goal is not to be like, oh look, I have the Gizu hair oil, you must buy this, or oh look, I have this body butter or the Tatcha lip mask, like you must buy this. That's not my goal when I'm posting the video. I just want to share because I'm like, oh look how organized my bathroom is. But like, even if it's not my intention when I'm sharing that image for someone to look at it and be like, oh, I must buy all this stuff, people might do. And there are plenty of examples of this. I've absorbed it. You know, there are brands that I'd never even heard of, except for the fact that I keep seeing them in these bathroom organizer things. And the way Pinterest works as well, once you've liked or saved one specific image, it will give you more of the same, because it's like, oh, this person is clearly looking for sunset pictures or bathroom organizer pictures, right? Or if you're like planning a wedding or planning a party and you keep saving a rustic look or like a tropical look or whatever, it's gonna then provide you more of those images because it's like, oh, this is what you're looking for, you're saving this, you're happy. So then once you've started saving some of these, loads of them come up. So I have so many examples of this like saved in on my boards. I'm not saying like don't use Pinterest, because I still occasionally dip in and out because it's fun and I like it, but I'm trying to be far more mindful about it. And also, especially when it comes to these bathroom photos, like zoom in and see, is this all just brand new stuff that someone has bought? Or can you see that they've used some of it? Like, is this something they're just buying for the look of it, for the aesthetic of it? Or is this something that they really like? And again, we can't tell because they may have just bought it and it may go on to be something that they use all the time. But I'm just very skeptical when I see some of these. Everything looks full. And obviously with some things you can't tell because it's a opaque tube, but some of them you definitely can. And it's like, you have all that stuff and it all looks like it's brand new. Like, what are you trying to sell me here? Was this gifted? Like, is this an influencer and the brand has sent them all this stuff? Or have you spent your money on this because you've seen other people have this and it looks really nice, right? Like, it's a balance, I think, because I said I do like beauty and skincare. I like that stuff. But then when I think about it, how many lipsticks or lip glosses do you need? How many body creams do you need? Like, I have, I think, 3 body creams on the go now, and I'm like, that's enough, you know? Let's finish them before I have any more. And as well, once you start being more mindful of this as you're using Pinterest and like identifying the Pinterest aesthetic, once you're able to do that, you can then be rational, and it helps you save money, because instead of just being like, oh, that looks cool, I want to buy that as well, you can be like, hold on, add this to my wish list. Do I need this? Can I read a review of it? Did this person just buy it to present it or to like put it on their shelf, or are they actually using it? And if not, just put it on your wish list, buy it next month, and maybe like say to yourself, I'm only going to buy 1 new product a month, or any product that you see and you put on your wish list that you would have bought, you can then be like, that money is going straight into my savings account because I was going to spend £15 on this thing, but I'm being mindful and I'm just going to pause and maybe buy it next month. But in the meantime, I can save £15 because I would have immediately spent that money, but I decided not to, right? So just to be more mindful of things. I'm not saying anything is wrong with Pinterest. I myself love it. I still post on it. It's cool, but I've just noticed some problematic things within myself, so I wanted to make a video talking about this, because you don't have to buy into everything you see online. It is nice. I do like having my products in my organizer in my bathroom, but like, I like them because it's functional and these are things that I use. All of the stuff on here I use at least once a week. You don't have to buy something just because it looks cool. And that might seem really obvious, but I myself have fallen into this sometimes. So this is your sign. Just start making a wish list. Take it slow, become more aware of where your brain is going and what you're projecting or what you're thinking you need versus what just looks cool. Online is not real. I will leave my video how to stop buying things you don't need, because I did mention that, and I go more into detail about different things that can help you save money. Like I talked about making a wish list here. There's a whole list of other stuff in that video. So if you liked this video, please feel free to check that one out as well. God bless. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.